I am Dr. Ramchandra SR, Government College Autonomous Mandia, Department of Mathematics. Real Analysis second and Algebra 3. Program BSc, Subject Mathematics, Semester 5th semester, University of Mysore, Session 21. Topic is infinite series, D'Alembert's ratio test. Learning objectives: to prove D'Alembert's ratio test and to solve problems using this test. Session outcome: studies D'Alembert's ratio test, which is used extensively to test for convergence. Recap: proved very important comparison test used in to check whether the series converges, diverges, or oscillates. Prerequisites: infinite series, definition of convergence, divergence, and oscillatory series. Comparison test. D'Alembert's ratio test statement: let sigma n to infinity n is equal to 0 to infinity an be a series of positive terms in R. Let the sequence an satisfy limit n tends to infinity a n plus 1 divided by an is equal to L. Number 1, if L is less than 1, then sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity an converges. Second one, if L is greater than 1, then sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity an diverges. Number 3, if L is equal to 1, then the test is inconclusive. Proof: given limit of n tends to infinity a n plus 1 by a n is equal to L, by the definition of the limit for all epsilon greater than 0, there exists m belongs to capital N such that modulus value of a n plus 1 by a n minus L is less than epsilon for all n is greater than m. Rejecting the first m terms and rearranging the terms, we have L minus epsilon less than a n plus 1 divided by a n less than n plus epsilon for all n. This is the limit definition. L and epsilon. Proof: case 1. When L is less than 1, we can choose epsilon greater than 0 sufficiently small such that L plus epsilon less than 1. Let L plus epsilon is equal to R is less than 1. From 1, we have a n plus 1 by a n less than R for all n. Now a n is equal to, a n can be written as, so a n divided by a n minus 1 into a n minus 1, a n minus 2, a n minus 2 divided by a n minus 3, etc. a2 by a1 into a1. This less than R into R because that lies between a n plus 1 divided by a n less than R, that less than R etc. R into a n, that is equal to R to the power of n minus 1 into a1, which implies a n less than R power n minus 1 into a n for all n. Thus every term of sigma n is less than a constant, which is greater than 0 times the corresponding terms of the geometric series sigma r to the power of n minus 1, which is convergent. Hence, by the comparison test, we already studied comparison test. So, and hence by comparison test, sigma n is also convergent. Case 1. When L is greater than 1, we can choose epsilon greater than 0 sufficiently small such that L is L minus epsilon greater than 1. Let L minus epsilon is equal to R, capital R greater than 1. From 1 we have a n plus 1 divided by a n greater than R for all n. Now an is equal to an divided by an minus 1 into an minus 1, an minus 2, an minus 2 divided by an minus 3, etc. a2 by a1, a1, which is greater than capital R from the above, R into R into a1 is equal to R power n minus 1 into a1, which implies a n less than R power n minus 1 into a1 for all n. Thus, every term of the sigma n is greater than a constant greater than 0 times the corresponding term of the geometric series sigma r power n minus 1, which is convergent ends by the comparison test, which is also divergent. Case 3. Test fails when L is equal to 1 for sigma 1 by n diverges when whereas sigma 1 by n square converges by P series, but in both cases limit n tends to infinity, n plus 1 divided by n is equal to 1. Therefore, which is the condition 3. Number 1, verify whether the infinite series sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity 2n divided by n factorial is convergent or divergent. Solution, we have a n is equal to 2 power n by n factorial and a n plus 1 is equal to 2 power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 factorial. Next term we are taking like that. Therefore, by the above, so test limit of n tends to infinity a n plus 1 divided by a n, which is equal to limit of n tends to infinity n plus 1 divided by an. We are when we simplifying, so substituting we will get the 2 by n plus 1. So when n tends to infinity, that is equal to 0, which is less than 1, hence the series is convergent. Verify whether the infinite series x by 1 into 2 plus x square by 2 into 3 plus x cube by 3 into 4 plus etc. is convergent or divergent. Solution, we have a n is equal to x power n divided by n into n plus 1 and a n plus 1 is equal to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 into n plus 2. Therefore, limit n tends to infinity a n plus 1 by a n is equal to x. Hence, when x is less than 1, the series is convergent. When x is greater than 1, then the series is divergent. And when x is equal to 1, the test fails. Verify whether the infinite series sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity n plus 1 factorial divided by n square into e to the power n is convergent or divergent. Solution, we have a n is equal to n plus 1 factorial divided by n square into e power n and a n plus 1 is equal to n plus 2 factorial divided by n plus 1 whole square e power n plus 1. Therefore, limit n tends to infinity a n plus 1 divided by a n. And again substituting and simplifying, limit of n tends to infinity n plus 2 divided by e into n square divided by n plus 1, which is equal to infinity, so which is greater than 1, hence the series is divergent according to D'Alembert-Radius test. Verify whether the infinite series sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity 1 by n square is convergent or divergent. Solution, we have a n is equal to 1 by n square and a n plus 1 is equal to 1 by n square n plus 1 whole square. Therefore, limit of a n plus 1 divided by a n as tends to infinity. Again, we are substituting and simplifying, which is equal to limit of n square divided by n plus 1 whole square. And simplifying, we will get the 1. Yes, the series use no information from the D'Alembert-Radius test. Exercise problems. Test the following infinite series for convergence. We have to following above problems as usual. Follow the and substitute the and so by using the D'Alembert-Radius test, the problem number 1 is like that: 1 plus 2 factorial by 5 plus 3 factorial divided by 5 square plus etc. Second one is the sigma n is equal to 2 to infinity n square by 2n minus 1 factorial. Number 3, sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity n plus 2 divided by 2n plus 7. Multiple choice questions. Sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity 2n factorial by 5n plus 1. Answer is A is like that, B, C, D. We have to simplifying by using the D'Alembert test. We already done about those problems. So answer is B. Second one, sigma n is equal to 0 to infinity 2n by n factorial. A, B, C, D is like this. Answer is CA. 3. Sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity n by e power n. Diverges, converges, oscillates. D. None of these. Answer is B. Fourth one, sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity sine 2n divided by 1 plus n cube. A is the series is absolutely convergent. B, the series is divergent. C, the series is conditional convergent. D, none of the above. Answer is A. Fifth one, sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity n cube by 3 power n. A diverges. B oscillates. C converges. D, none of the above. Answer is C. Reference books. Number 1, Principle of Real Analysis by S. Malik. Number 2, A First Course in Real Analysis by Asha Rani Singhal and MK Singhal. 3, Textbook of BSc Mathematics by L.N. Chakravarti, Volume 3. Thank you.